Blindspot Season 3, Episode 7, Fix My Present Havoc. So this episode was definitely awesome. It was not at all what I expected it to be because my whole theory with the Van Gogh character ended up being wrong, where I was like, oh, he's definitely going to be, the big bad villain and stuff. He was certainly really, really important for the episode and, the story going forward. Unfortunately, his whole thing is that he was actually just, another victim of, the ultimate villain in Hirst. So I love the way the story played out, but like I said, it totally went up against the theory that I had where he was going to be the main threat. I thought even as the episode started, I thought for sure it was going to be like, okay, well there's going to be, two threats of him as one villain and then Hirst as another. And it was like, nope, they're actually working together. And not only are they working together, but he is legitimately working for her. And it was really to do something good. It was to save his husband, which, as he explains towards the end of the episode, it started off really simple. It wasn't, it didn't lead up to anything, serious until the very end. And before that, it was I was able to lie to myself because it was just blackmail, and I could say I wasn't really hurting anyone. And then it got to the point where Hirst, we have the flashback where Hirst actually is the one herself who committed the murder, which really shocked me. I thought for sure that it would probably end up being the Van Gogh guy. There's no way it would be herself that actually had done it. So that was an interesting twist in the beginning to see that she was the one that did it, and it's revealed, right in the beginning. It was you mentioned that your buddy was called Van Gogh because he was missing the ear and stuff, and his name's on this list, so I just thought it would warn you that he might be dangerous. And then Hearst is like, well, cool, now I know who knows this, and you're gone. So that was just a crazy bit of a revelation. We knew that she was bad, but I didn't think that the Van Gogh character being introduced would coincide with her storyline. He was still insanely important, like I mentioned, certainly important. He's just not the big bad villain I thought he was going to be. He just played a part in, giving us, or at least giving the main characters, the proof that they needed to go after Hirst. Unfortunately, he dies at the end, which I knew was going to happen. Honestly, I was surprised he died in the scene that he died in, because when he went to stop his husband from leaving, and they were just, honestly, it looked like they were just on a bridge out in the open. I was like, either his husband's getting sniped, he's getting sniped, or they're both about to be killed off. And I was just like, I can't believe they even, both of them actually survived that scene. Because I was like, somebody's about to die here. But there's no gunfire. It was just an emotional scene for him where he had to, ask his husband, please, I know that you, hate me right now, but, I don't want you to die, so at least stay in the program and just continue living. You don't have to ever see me again, which he can't now because they get him to the safe house and everything's supposed to be good. And I was just like, I don't know. And of course he ends up being shot, and that's when it's alright, Hirst officially knows that they are looking into her. It's Hirst knows everything now. And even before that, it was maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. And considering the way the episode ended, she probably knew the entire way through. She might even have, who knows, she might have cameras in Weller and Jane's apartment and stuff. We don't really know what's going on. But it's she had the little lunch thing to try to, seemingly to try to throw them off. And it's oh, why don't we, I get some bagels and we have lunch or whatever. And then it ends up being Reed and Zapata who go. And she tries to play the mad genius game where it's so how'd you guys meet? And oh, you're great friends. And yet as soon as he got promoted, you just took off to the CIA. So she's playing these mind games with them. And then the second Zapata actually gets the call from Keaton, it's oh, sorry, I have to take this. She's I don't really trust her. She seems to have found her tribe with the CIA and their snakes and stuff. And it's just man, she is playing this evil genius game, which I love. I really love it because she's, for some reason, I've always found it entertaining when it's everybody knows what's going on, but they can't just come out and say it's I'm doing illegal stuff. I know I'm doing illegal stuff, so one of us has to kill each other. So they can't just come out and say that because that's crazy. And of course the team can't do that because she's the director, so they can't come after her. She can't go after them without kind of implicating herself with with evidence. So I always love that sort of weird standoff. How in the world is this going to play out? She's the one with power, but there's also you got this team of people who are great together. They all work off of each other's weaknesses, and they work. So it's how, who's going to come out on top in that situation? So definitely looking forward to the next episode with how that's going to work. But it was super fun going through this one where we find out the truth about the Van Gogh character and how he's not actually the big bad villain, and how Hirst is playing these mind games, and we still don't really know 100% what the deal is and everything that's going on with her. We just know she's bad. So It's a very fun episode going through getting this information, watching the team get so close to having the proof that they need, like this continuous proof in an actual human being, where it's like, all right, we'll keep you here. This is how we're gonna get Hirst, and then of course he's killed off at the end. It's like, well, now we got nothing. Now it's just all speculation. But based on the promo, they're gonna push to prove that she's the bad guy. So I'm looking forward to that. Another big part of this episode that comes into play is that we actually see Weller's daughter as well as his. Yeah, they never got married, but his ex-girlfriend. They make a return, so she plays a big part in the episode, helping them like get the file on Van Gogh and stuff like that, and that plays into Jane's storyline coming back up, where she decides she does want to look for her daughter, and a big part of this whole episode was Weller trying to figure out, like, is him hiding the secret good or is it bad, and he kind of got it from both sides. Like, he gets it from his ex-girlfriend, where she's like, that's such a Weller response, where he said like the Van Gogh guy wasn't, like, what he did wasn't really that bad, and she's like, you try to protect people from the worst things, but they're a lot tougher than you ever give them credit for. It's just being dishonest when you lie. But then at the end of the episode, he gets it from Van Gogh himself, where it's like, I totally feel fine that I lied to him because he would have died. Like, I saw him suffering for such a long time. He was just constantly in pain. So if it let him live, then I'm gonna lie. Like, if it helps, someone I love to live or be better in life, then I will lie to them. So he definitely got both sides of the coin. But at this point, considering Jane decides that she will look for her daughter, it's probably gonna go the route of kind of what his ex-girlfriend was saying, where it's like, it's just being dishonest, because I'm sure Jane will ultimately find out at this point, which I think we all knew was coming. Like, there's no way that it wasn't going to come out that that he knew about her daughter. It has to come out that that happens. So I don't know exactly what that means, because we still don't know the truth of everything that happened, but it's there. So I'm looking forward to how that's going to ultimately play out. Roman kind of had his appearance in this episode. Technically, it was a dream sequence, but he had that, and there were like the two boxes that he left for clues, because clearly things are kind of moving in the direction that he wants. So it's super weird how things are tying together for him, because he has like the money and like the attention from the woman who did the auction, and so now suddenly he's just like, hey, here's your answers how to take down Hirst and everything. And it's just like, he's got so many things going at one time. It's like, all right, now that I've done this, now I'll help you guys take down your boss, or at least give you clues to take down your boss. So things, the fact that he's giving them clues just means things are about to get much worse, because things are getting better for him. Like, that's all that really means. If he's helping them get further in their positions, that means he's much further in his. So I don't, we still don't know what in the world his plan is with the money and the attention he's getting from this woman, but it's something big. Like, we don't know the full plan yet, and then of course, who knows what Jane's daughter coming into the mix is going to do for all the story elements. Because I mean, considering Roman knows what happened, he has to have been involved in that. He may not have interacted with his niece, but it's hard to say. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Maybe he knows exactly where she is right now. Maybe they keep in touch. You never know with Roman. Like, it's curveball with that guy. So I'm definitely looking forward to where we're headed in this next episode. But all in all, I really enjoyed this one. Of course, would love to know what you guys thought about it. So please comment below. Let me know your favorite parts about it, your least favorite parts about it. And of course, with the team seemingly fighting to the end in this next episode to officially get Hirst taken care of and kind of exposed, I would love to know your theories on how that's going to play out. What secrets might get revealed with them kind of going against her. I'm sure there's going to be like a story of the week sort of deal, considering also that they're going to be going after Hirst within the actual building. I wouldn't be surprised if we got to see Rich.com. Like, I know he doesn't play like that big of a part, but considering he's there like every couple episodes now, it wouldn't surprise me if they kind of tried to bring him in, because it's like, all right, we can't trust her. We need as much help as we can get. Even if he's annoying, Rich.com, he can help them out. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually kind of came into the fold a little bit in the next episode, since they're kind of, seemingly at least, based on the promo, doing their last-ditch effort. So really, like, the only theory I have is that I think they're going to try to enlist Rich to, like, help them out and get, a couple of clues. He'll be, like, their inside guy, because it's like, well, the team would never trust Rich.com, so that's what they're going to do, so that Hirst doesn't expect it. So that's, like, the one theory I got going. Considering the promo, I feel like they will have to get Hirst, or something dramatic has to happen if they're actually going for it and they have the whole scene Granted, it's a promo. I always like to take that with a grain of salt. It could be totally out of context, but it's context plus narration, so it's like I'm pretty sure they're actually going after her in the next episode. But we'll love to know your theories on what we're going to be seeing, and like I said, I definitely want to know what you guys thought about this episode in general, so please comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.